This is James Wright Foley, an American citizen of your country.
Sky News has chosen not to broadcast this video. It's too graphic. But it shows journalist Jim Foley in the final minutes of his life, on his knees, in an orange jumpsuit with a man dressed in black standing over him. The audio reveals that his killer has a British accent.
As a government, you have been at the forefront of the aggression towards the Islamic State. You have plotted against us and gone far out of your way to find reasons to interfere in our affairs. So any attempt by you, Obama, to deny the Muslims their rights of living in safety under the Islamic Caliphate will result in the bloodshed of your people.
James Foley is beheaded in the film. The White House said agents were working to authenticate this video, but said if it was genuine, it was appalled by the brutal murder of an innocent journalist.
This is a message to the brothers who stayed behind.
The British connection will worry Number 10. This isn't the first young Briton to have appeared in an Islamic State video.
We have brothers from Bangladesh, from Iraq, from Cambodia, Australia, UK. Nothing has gathered us except to make Allah Azza wa Jalla with the highest.
James Foley was kidnapped in Syria in November 2012, but it wasn't the first time he'd been detained. He was taken by pro-Gaddafi forces in Libya several years earlier and spent months in jail. When he returned after 6 weeks, he reflected on the risks of reporting from war zones.
We hitched a ride up to the front lines, and we were told that Gaddafi forces were very close. We decided to get off the road because we felt it was safer due to normally shelling coming from the road. Unfortunately, Gaddafi forces came right over the hill, and within seconds we were under heavy fire.
He was soon back in the field in Syria, recording the suffering of innocents in war, until he was kidnapped. His parents, John and Diane Foley, launched an internet campaign to secure their son's release.
I appeal to the people who have Jim to let us know where he is and to help us secure his release and to give us some information in terms of his welfare, his health.
On the charity Facebook page set up to find him, his mother wrote, "We have never been prouder of our son Jim. He gave his life trying to expose the world to the suffering of the Syrian people. We implore the kidnappers to spare the lives of the remaining hostages. Like Jim, they are innocents. They have no control over American government policy in Iraq, Syria, or anywhere in the world. We thank Jim for all the joy he gave us. He was an extraordinary son, brother, journalist, and person. Please respect our privacy in the days ahead as we mourn and cherish Jim." The Islamic State, which claimed responsibility for the beheading, says that if US airstrikes on IS militants in Iraq don't stop, another journalist will be executed.
It's the most dangerous place in the world. You know, I've been in Iraq, Afghanistan, in Libya. I was fighting in the war, and by far Syria is the most dangerous place. You really don't know. You don't know who to trust. You don't know what's going to happen. It's just insanity, and it's turned into a black hole that journalists and aid workers go in there and they disappear.
President Obama returned to Martha's Vineyard to resume his holiday after breaking off to deal with the situation in Iraq, just as the video was made public. Now the gruesome turn of events will again weigh heavy on his mind. Sam Kiley, Sky News.